Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the MADlife podcast. You are amazing for being here.
Here I am. I finally made it. The last one in the family.
Who are you? My mom is finally on the podcast. I've been trying to get her on here for a while, and she's finally here. This is going to be one of the best podcasts. And we have Jenny here too.
Me.
We call her Jenny from the block.
I'm still
Jenny.
We also call her the HB Tramp. That'll probably never leave.
And Snice Box.
In Snice Box? Where did that one come from?
Is this a family-friendly podcast?
Yeah, not really, actually. It's crazy. Did you notice they changed the what is it? The nice box? What's that place over there? The place
the
that
lunch
waxes
box.
you?
Yes.
The lunch box. They changed the name.
It used to be lunchbox
weird.
waxing, and then now it's radiant waxing. Plug for them only because that is where I go since I moved from California and lost my best friend, the esthetician, BFF Susie. But yeah, so do you guys really want me to tell you the story of Snice Box?
Yes.
Kind of goes in line with what's happening here today. But so my maiden name is Box, and in second grade, this kid from England moved to my town and was like, "Oh, Jenny Vagina," and I was like, "What in the world?" And I went home and I was like, "This kid's calling me Jenny Vagina," and she's like, "Oh, is he from the new kid from England?" And I said, "Yeah," and she goes, "Well, in England, our name means vagina," and I was like, "Okay, weird, okay." But in high school, I met this kid, and he was like, "Oh, your name's Jenny Box. Is your middle name Snice?" And I was like, "No, it's Michelle." And he was like, "Oh, that's unfortunate. Your name should be Jenny Snice Box. Jenny's Nice Box.
Oh,
Jenny's Nice Vagina."
Jenny's
so
nice
here
box.
we are. My husband, if he watches this, will be absolutely mortified. To my in-laws, if you watch this, I am very sorry also. But to bring it full circle, the kid who nicknamed me Snice, eventually, when I had children, his dad delivered them. So, what are the odds? What are the odds?
And so did he say, "Wow, this is a Snice Box"?
I would own
when the
that.
baby came out,
I would own that, and I would start an OnlyFans immediately.
Okay, so I have owned it because my email has been Snice Box of some sort since I was in high school.
So you have owned it.
It was like Snice Box at AOL, and then it was Snice Box at Hotmail, and then it was Snice Box at Gmail.
What is your OnlyFans account?
I don't have one yet.
My mom does. Mom, what was your Reenie Weenie?
Oh, no wonder we're such a good match.
Or Eaner Wiener?
Yeah,
Okay, so
I have good names too.
my mom's name is Renee, and her name backwards is Eaner. And so we always call her Eaner Wiener or Reenie Weenie.
Okay, listen.
Can we get serious now?
Only because I'm behind the camera.
Going how we
really
expect.
Only
Sorry,
because I'm
everybody.
behind the camera. You guys do not have to perform for the camera. Just talk.
We're not performing. Who's dancing?
Everybody, you guys are all looking at the camera for.
Oh, I always look at the
It's
camera
all
during the
good. You don't have
podcast.
to. It's all good.
It's my
Oh,
first.
that's what I like
it's
to
my
do.
first
Enjoy.
podcast.
So-
I thought people wanted to look into my soul to know more about me.
About your box.
Kyler, we're just looking at you.
We're going to bring it back here. We're going to bring
Yes,
it back.
please.
Bring it back. Sorry. Go
So-
ahead.
Thank you. Pranks on me.
Speaking of pranks, we're going to talk about pranks here in a sec. But I'm really happy to have my mom here and Jenny here. They've been besties, and I'm besties with Jenny, and we all lived here on the lake together. So we all lived in Huntington.
We did all live around the lake here.
So the thing about Jenny is, I think she's 17 years younger than I am, and I think she's closer in age. You're closer in age to Marissa and Madison
I for sure am.
than to me. So together, we're all friends.
Yeah,
It's cute.
Really fun.
Well, because I don't have
is.
a lot of friends of mine. They're also friends with my mom. So it's really cute.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's fun. And it does feel more like family-like.
And what I love about my mom and Jenny is they're always up for pranks, and they're always silly together, and they have done the funniest pranks, and I want you guys to tell them
Can I
about some
talk
of them.
about my very favorite one first?
Yes.
And my outfit is actually in remembrance of this prank.
Really?
Yes.
What is it?
Well, the biggest prank we ever played on each other was starting a company together. And this dress is the last piece of clothing I own from Stocks Collective. I actually had to pull it out of my daughter's closet because every time I see something, I just want to laugh and cry at the same time. So Renee and I started a company together once. We were the absolute best business partners because we did not expect anything from each other or out of each other, but we were also the worst business partners because we didn't expect anything out of each other or from each other.
Or from our business.
Other
than just pure fun.
Or anything. Yeah.
So I just wanted to start with that prank. And here we are, Stocks Collective, the last living item.
I used to model for Stocks Collective. Mm-hmm. Do you still have that Instagram page?
You guys had tons of inventory though, like a lot.
We got rid of it.
I still have the domain name. I've kept it.
Oh,
it was
but I
so
don't
cute.
have the Instagram page anymore.
And Stocks was also a play off of
is it
Box.
because your store and your name is Box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Stewart and Box.
Maiden
Stocks.
names. Stocks.
Look at us.
Collective.
Wow.
We're
It's
so
just
creative.
Collective collaboration.
We're so creative.
That's really
Fun
fun.
stuff.
Are you guys starting another company together soon?
No. She moved.
We failed at that.
We didn't
Not
fail.
really.
We just chose to not
We
pursue.
just had fun.
It was
We could have been, I think, insanely successful if we
100%.
wanted to be.
The problem was that neither of us were like depending on it as income. So like that pressure wasn't pushing us forward. But like, and it was just the two of us. And let's be honest, it was actually just me because your mom never worked. She just watched as I worked. Like
That's not entirely true.
or
Oh,
false,
this is
not
gonna be
entirely false either.
But,
Come on.
But Jenny's kind of the boss, so I just let her lead.
Okay, whatever. Every project we've ever done. So we've also like worked together in a lot of other capacities, and it's generally Renee calling me, "Oh my gosh, I have this funny idea or this funny thing that we should be doing. I have this great idea," and I'm like, "Yes, I'm all in." And then I show up. Generally, what happens is she takes a phone call from one of her daughters because if you don't know, they talk to each other 24/7 when they're
for
not
me.
together.
It's always Marissa and Mackenzie.
No, it's you two.
And at the time, it was you.
It
I
was?
believe this call was yours.
Oh.
I'm talking about the Von East one. When you're like, oh my gosh, I have this best idea. Anyways, so I show up. I always come to help. And then Renee picks up a call from one of her kids or one of her kids
and Jenny does the entire
needs
thing.
something to be made. And so she's in the kitchen and I'm like,
she's just
okay,
so
I guess
fast.
I'll do it.
I think, she's going to work on this for 20 minutes and I come out and it's done. And then she's like, I did it all.
I know. So it
But
kind
I
of
can't
turned
You
help
are
it.
really good at getting stuff done, Jenny. Like I'm the same way. Like I'll have a big idea, but I don't know where to start.
Yeah.
It's really hard for me to figure out where to start.
Yeah.
How to bring it all together.
I have really, really debilitating ADD. So that is helpful for me because I get into like those super like zoned in. Don't mess with me because then I have like anger issues.
Let's talk about the Von East thing that.
Oh, but this was one in particular. So we have a friend, we're going on pranks, right?
Is this a prank?
Yes.
Okay, you guys have
So-
to hear their pranks.
This was like a mellow one, but Mackenzie had just gotten married and your mom threw the best weddings. All of them were in like one summer, right?
Yes.
You guys
pretty
all got
much.
married in one summer, similar to me and my sister-in-laws. But for Mackenzie's wedding, she had made this ginormous fairy tale book. And it was like
remember
painted.
that.
I think
Do you
it
remember
was
that?
9 feet tall
Oh, it
by
was
like
huge.
16
It was
feet
so
wide.
pretty.
And it
So
was a
big.
fairy tale book and it
Yeah.
just the pages were open and it was painted and it,
It was
said once
beautiful.
upon a time. It was really
So-
pretty. And it took a huge trailer on the back of a truck to deliver it
Yeah.
to the house. And then we brought it back to our house because I thought, well, I can't let this go to waste. I have to do something else with it.
So naturally,
Well, also, just really quick, John, Vanice's husband, and Vanice helped make that book
oh yeah.
for the
Okay.
wedding.
Yeah.
Because
So
he's
I'm going
like
to give them
incredible.
credit. He's an
For sure.
industrial designer and he's amazing.
So, Vanice is turning 50, right?
I think so.
She was turning 50. She was on like this crazy diet. And we were like, well, we don't want to bring her a cake. So what are we going to bring her? And Renee's like, let's bring her the storybook. So we repainted the storybook.
Jenny repainted the storybook,
yeah.
apparently.
Thank you. And then wrote a little poem about Vanice and how she couldn't eat anything. So instead, we wrote her this poem. And then we delivered it to her door. So her entire neighborhood,
In the middle of the night.
in the middle of the night,
Did we
woke
hang
up.
something from her trees and stuff too?
Oh, we've done a lot of things
Yeah.
to
I
Vanice.
I can't remember which one was hanging. We hung some stuff.
Vanice is our favorite because she doesn't dish it. She just takes it and she takes it in stride. So like I never
She pays
worry.
back, though.
You have to have a good person to prank or it's not fun.
Okay, so my number one rule about being a part of my life is if you can't take a prank, you're out.
If you're crying and you're like, oh, you hurt my feelings.
Oh, you put a ginormous book in my yard and I don't have any idea how to get rid of it.
Or if you were like,
just poor sports.
poor sports.
Really? I don't remember how they got rid of it, but it's just
I don't
so
either.
So what did
massive.
the poem say?
I wish I had the
Was
photo.
it like
I should have looked
it's
it
about
up.
she couldn't eat food?
Can we add photos to this later? Like, can you pop up
Oh
photos
yeah,
on
we'll
it?
have a photo pop up.
Okay,
Okay.
I have the photo of her sitting out front of it. It was so cute.
Because we'll
but-
have several photos.
You're gonna need to send it by tonight.
Okay, well, I can do it right after this, guys. It's not that hard.
You're gonna need to.
I'm
find
not
it
sure
and
if you
send it.
guys know, but there's something called technology, and I have it all in my hand on the phone.
We just type in Vanice's birthday and
See,
it'll
it
pop
is
up under
hard for me to
photos.
find old photos because I have like 200,000 images in my phone, which I'm sure you do too. Everybody does.
Do you know
but
that you
I
can
can't
search
find
now?
stuff.
So, like, if
Oh,
you go
'cause
to the
AI?
search, like, I will put in, I had to find a picture of my daughter for her birthday with a Starbucks. And so I just went to the search bar and I wrote Starbucks in my photos. And then every image that either had
Yes.
a Starbucks logo on it or the word Starbucks
So I
popped
have
up.
done that before, but sometimes
borderline
they
creepy.
won't.
It's
No,
super
sometimes they
creepy.
won't pop up though, because
That's still borderline creepy.
I
though,
was
with the
trying to
diabetes
yes.
stuff like that.
But it's like, way of the world.
Whatever, I guess.
What's creepy is when those videos pop up and it'll have like images for 5 years of one person.
Oh, yeah.
the-
Look, it finds their
Yeah,
face
it
and
finds
knows
their
which
face
one
and
it
knows
is.
all the different videos.
But
of
at the
them.
same time, I do love when I see a photo and I'm like, I need to find that person back somewhere else, and you just scroll up and their face is on it, and then you click their face and all their pictures come up. I do like
That's good.
stuff like that. I enjoy AI. Other
I
things
mean, maybe
don't.
AI can assist us on making albums for us. Like, put all the photos of my daughter from 2016 into a album right now.
I just want it to be
I like that.
I like it for searching. I don't like it for doing things that like we should be doing ourselves.
But it takes me so long.
Like, are you guys
Hours.
worried?
Anyway,
is anybody
little
going to
bit
be
Jenny
smart?
won't have any trouble getting that photo to you.
Yeah,
Kyla.
long story short,
So
I'll get it.
who have you pranked? Just curious. Who have you pranked that didn't take it well? Just curious. Anybody? You want to drop any names? You don't have to drop any names.
I
or-
will not drop any names, but when we first moved here,
Oh, I remember.
That was so bad.
so bad. When we first moved here, I had Renee and Paul over for dinner and a new family that I had met on my street who became some good friends of ours. And we were all sitting around the table talking about the pranks that Renee and I would do to each other. And all of a sudden, all the teenage girls are gone. And we're like, where did they go? And I'm like, oh, I bet they went to go play some pranks. So they played this one prank where on Sunday you would drop off like a really weird random either burnt treat or like Cheez-Its on a plate and just like sign it from somebody else because we used to do that to each other.
That's what you
Oh.
guys used to do.
Yes.
in
I
high
was thinking
school.
of a different one.
Yeah,
But you
so
should tell this one.
allegedly, I mean, Emerson, we had lived here for like 2 weeks. We don't know anybody. Emerson's kind of just following everybody else around that knows there. But everybody here in Utah, especially in the neighborhood that we live in, they all have cameras. And so one girl who left on a mission like the following week, she had like figured out that these two people had broken up. So they left notes at the ex-boyfriend and girlfriend's house. And one family thought it was hilarious. The other family thought it was the most horrific thing that anybody's ever done. And my daughter was the one that was on the camera dropping it off, like didn't even put a hood on. So they have held that against us since we've moved here, have
That's the
never been
dumbest
I don't
fans.
like people
I've
hold
ever
grudges
heard.
for so
I
long for
know.
stuff.
I know. It's okay. It's
Was the
fine.
note rude or what?
I mean, I don't know because I never read it. I think it was along the lines of like, I messed up. I'm sorry. I don't want to break up or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
They used to do that. They'd make phone calls to like ex-boyfriends
Yes,
and girlfriends
and put them together
and then
from
they put
blocked
them together
numbers.
so they both have to talk.
yeah. I think they do that again right now.
It's really
There's like
fun.
some new thing that the kids are doing. And we used to
But
just
Mom-
Can we
like,
do it right now on camera?
So we would, we would call people that didn't
But does-
like each other. so
does
we put 'em on
anybody
the
answer their phone anymore though?
I don't know if
You
people
don't.
answer the
'Cause I
phone if
don't.
it's on a
Don't.
blocked caller. I wouldn't.
Yeah, no.
Hi, it's
But
Jenny. I
Mom-
can't come to the phone right now.
I'm so proud of you. If you guys even saw, I will give somebody $50 if you could tell me how many missed voicemails I have on my phone right now.
742.
Voicemails? You can only have
Voicemails.
so many voicemails in it.
Oh.
Does it
742.
Keep, does
Just
it keep track?
give your number, Kyler. You want to pipe in
69.
here? It's actually 96 now from inflation. But
Whoa.
You probably
close,
have
Tyler.
it. You probably have 500 for me, so I'm going to
probably
say 20,000.
the answer is over 1,000.
Oh my goodness.
That's actually ridiculous.
Well,
I'm
I am
sorry.
not leaving you a voicemail.
Yeah, you
Because
guys,
the
does
chances of
anybody
you
even listening to
it-
their voicemails?
I don't get voicemails. If I do, it's an empty. It's like quiet and it just goes
Yeah.
across and ends. I'm like, hey.
Also, back to my ADD. It's an ADD thing.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
I do this thing
Oh,
where
I have
every time Kyler.
738.
Yeah, see?
That's a lot.
So
you
every
were
time-
actually very close to your husband's number.
Let's see.
He owes you $50.
700.
Where do you see your missed
I'm
so
only
it's
at
kinda stupid.
510.
voicemails?
Joke's on you.
I only have 12 missed voicemails, but I have
Well,
Well, that's because you don't have as much to do.
114,556 unread emails,
Okay,
36
don't even get
unread
into my
texts.
emails, you guys.
and
It looks
12
like we're just not very
missed
good at keeping up
calls
on
or
our
something.
phones.
Renee,
Mom-
have you ever had anybody that
That's
hasn't
what I
liked a
wanted-
prank?
I wanted you to tell the one about the spider.
No, I can't.
We
tell
can
the
that.
rat.
one.
I
We
Let's
can
just talk
tell
about the
that
drugs you used to
Why?
do.
Yes,
We
my,
love-
It's
I'm going to just
funny.
apologize to Susan again in advance because I love Susan.
So
I
much.
love Party Sue.
You're going for it? You're going for it?
I'm going to go for it because I love her and it's fine and everything's
her. She's
super
great.
good.
She's
I saw her at a
she's
party the other
literally
day.
the
She's
best.
But my
best.
boys had this pretend rat. Like sometimes we do pranks that hurt people because we just really don't understand the fear. But we saw my boys brought this pretend rat. It was Halloween time or something. I don't remember, to a church activity, and they were chasing people around with it. Everyone's running and screaming, and then I saw Susan in the parking lot. She said, "What's going on?" And I said, "Oh, they have this fake rat." She goes, "Well, don't put that near me. I hate rats." I'm like, "What is fake?" And then, you guys, I did it anyway. She
Yeah,
was
she
pulling
did.
away. Her window was open. I threw it in her window while she was driving. I'm sorry for laughing. She jumped out of her car while it was going, I think. And it was so, I really do feel bad.
Oh.
I feel bad about some
No,
of the pranks
like
I've done.
Susan. Legitimately,
But and her
Susan-
arm was broken and she hurt her arm. And then I had to take a sign. I put a sign out in front of her house that said had the red circle with a cross over a rat, and I took her all her favorite trees, and she was sweet about it. But
I will tell you,
I did feel bad because not everybody likes our
Party
pranks.
Sue, if you are by
I'm surprised
chance
you brought that
watching
up.
this, she really has always talked about how bad she's always felt. Like every time we do a prank and we're laughing about it, and then we reminisce about the other ones we've done, she's like, "Oh my gosh, I still regret doing that to Susan.
Yeah,
I feel so
She
bad."
does.
I do.
My mom always feels
She always
bad.
does.
I do. So sometimes we take things too far. But
Another one that
'cause she did say, "Don't get that near me."
I am
And then
literally,
I
I'm
did
going to prank her and she's going to think it's you. I'm going to do it when we move back.
It's not
Don't
us.
make it with a rat.
It's not us. Okay, another really funny one for somebody that didn't like it, even though she was a good sport. So we have this friend Nancy, and Nancy is always
Is it the Nancy I know?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Nancy's just the cutest, fun. And I remember it was during the time when Instagram was just fun. It wasn't anything about making money. And her kids used to post the funniest videos of her. Do you remember that era?
Okay, yes.
Where it was we would just see random videos of Nancy doing random weird stuff, talking to herself or whatever. And we happened to be at this old party supply store in California. And you know those stickers that you put on the back of your car? And generally, some people do the Mickey Mouses, and then there's a big one and a
Yes.
small one.
Or
And
the families.
Or the families.
They're the
So we were like, oh my
stick
gosh, I saw this one and it was a frazzled woman. And I said, how funny would it be if we put this on Nancy's car? And then we were like, well, maybe we should do the
whole
entire family.
family.
So we did her husband, who was just this.
He had a halo.
Yeah, he had a halo. Nancy was this frazzled. We had a ballerina, all these things. And then they had just lost a cat. So there was an angel cat. And so at some church service, we put it on her car.
And it was a brand new, beautiful Range Rover. We stuck
Beautiful
them all
Range
across
Rover.
her.
It was so funny. And we thought it was the funniest thing on the planet. She laughed, but also was I'm going to kill them.
What'd they do to
Because it's on her new car?
Well,
The
she-
sticky residue or
Actually,
what?
she told me one time that she didn't like those family
Oh,
stickers
yeah, that's actually how it started.
on the car. Well, I had been putting
But it's
back
so
when people
funny.
had antennas on their car. I would get really weird antenna balls and just stick them on
You'd,
people's
change
cars.
out. I remember
all
you
the
doing that
time.
all the time.
And then I would put stickers on people's cars like Surfer Girl and stuff. And I did that to Nancy a couple times.
did
Hello
that.
Kitty.
Dad changed my license plate to I love snowboarding or something.
Oh, yeah, the
remember?
license plate frame. Yeah.
And it took me a month to notice it. And I was in college, and I was like, "Why is my frame say I love snowboarding.
Oh my gosh,
I've
that's so
snowboarded
funny.
like 4 times in my life.
Who knew Paul had it in him?
I know.
He did. He switched
know?
it up.
That was silly.
that. I
We got it
learning
like
that about
sports
Paul.
chalet. It was
It
like
wasn't
they
a
had
sports-
those.
But besides all the people that maybe have gotten a little offended, your guys' pranks overall are pretty funny. Especially when you guys go back and forth and prank each other over and over.
What's
Yeah,
your favorite one that I've done to you?
Well, it's not my favorite, but it's the worst. You guys, she got a group of our friends together, and you know how you go, like you came, well, I'll save that to the end. I don't want to do spoiler alert. She gets a group of friends, and there are like 8 friends or something in this group, and she's like, you guys, I got tickets to this red carpet movie premiere.
Okay, in
Let's
my
all
defense,
go.
I just said to a movie premiere because technically it was a movie premiere because nobody had seen the movie.
Okay, so she wasn't lying.
But it was one of those screenings.
But it was just a screening that you got free tickets to your local theater. So now
I was coming
But
out of
what they
another movie
did-
and they asked me to come back.
She's
Yes.
telling the story.
what they did is they all decided to do this 3 weeks of what are you wearing? Are you wearing a full-length gown for the red carpet? Yes, I am.
It's actually so.
Is yours, how dressy is it? Is it sequins? Oh, yeah, I'm wearing a shorter one, but it's super dressy. So,
Matthew McConaughey was in this movie.
and
let me
all
just tell you.
they're all showing pictures of dresses and things. So what do? Buy a dress, get my hair done, get my makeup done. You guys, they pick me up in jeans and sweaters to go to the local movie theater. And she comes out in heels. And the good sport that I am, I just went to the movies like that. I didn't go in and change. I just
That
let
was
them
my
have their
favorite
fun.
thing about it was we were at her house. She easily could have walked back inside, changed her clothes and got back in. But instead, she walked back inside, probably cursed us out, walked back out and owned it. Like she went to that movie screening at our local theater
That is
All dressed up.
That's a solid prank.
It was pretty
But did you
good.
get a nice dress you could wear
But
to other
didn't
things?
you walk home or something or take an Uber? Who was that
Oh,
disappeared?
that was a different movie.
Oh.
That one was the one with the bigger group. Ours was just the 4.
Oh, okay.
There were just 4 of
And then,
us.
so what did you do to get her back, Mom?
Oh, I've done lots of things to Jenny. Like Christmas Eve, I showed up with gifts for her kids.
Yeah, here, let's talk about that one.
Let's talk about the move.
Okay. The
No,
move.
we're gonna
Yeah,
talk
let's
about
talk about
this.
the move.
We're going to talk about this
Stop.
first.
We want to
What?
talk about
the
this.
Whoa.
move. We've already all know about the move and then another move and another move.
No, but are you
Where
coming
everybody's
with us
moved
or
out.
not?
Oh, no. No, I'm not. Mainly because I'm afraid of Renee. But so one Christmas Eve, Renee shows up at my house with gifts for my family, and my kids ended up with a hamster McMansion as well as a hamster. And at the time, I was not a pet person at all. This was pre my dogs, whom I love dogs now, always have, but never wanted them. And she shows up, and this thing is literally ginormous. It takes up the entire top of my piano. And that is the only place that I would allow it to go. So it's got all the tubes and they're bright and colorful. And if you've ever been to my home is not bright and colorful. My home is as neutral as it gets. Give me earth tones, give me black, give me white, give me green and brown, and that is it.
And the kids loved it.
my
They were so excited.
Gosh, they loved it. So we had it. Dane went to a camp like 5 weeks later, and it legitimately was not on purpose, but it did not
died.
get fed enough, and it passed away while Dane was at
Art,
camp, and
But
he was devastated.
Jenny would send me videos in the middle of the
yes.
night or audio recordings of the wheel going squeak,
Gosh.
squeak, squeak, squeak,
She
squeak,
got me,
squeak.
like,
And she's
the
like, I
most-
just think you need to hear this too in
Yeah,
the middle of the
sent me
night.
the most janky wheel you could possibly have on the McMansion. I was like, clearly. And
Just
all night
running
long.
and running.
That hamster slept all day, and then all night it's just like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate this so much.
Speaking of
Did
all
you
night,
ever let it cuddle with you in your bed, though?
No, never. I don't even think I touched that thing one time.
speaking
That
of
is
all
so
night,
funny.
Jenny and I, she's one of my only friends that can stay up all night. I can't even tell
Can
I
you
can't
still?
do that.
how I can't do it anymore.
I
But for
get close,
years,
but I don't like it
we
anymore.
we
The
would stay
whole
up.
night.
and we would both get freezing cold at like
At 2.
2 in the morning.
no matter where we were.
Were you
Very
guys,
nice.
were you
Mine
guys
was
planning something or just hanging out? Super late?
Generally working on a project or a prank or some activity at church or some Christmas party we got roped
Parties.
into.
We did so many parties, and we would make paper
I took her
flowers
to New York.
for backdrops
Yeah.
and things.
I took her to New York a few times to help do some window displays for the job that I used to work at.
That's so cute.
fun.
Yeah,
Didn't you put rainbow lashes on Jenny?
she tried.
I tried. I used to do eyelash extensions.
Did
just
you
for my
catch on?
family and some friends and a few people.
Did you
but
catch on?
Well,
I remember she bought some.
yeah, she used to tell me she was going to do it to me, so I never would fall asleep. And then I got to the point where it was like, Renee, I love your mom, but she did forever.
Yeah, I took a long
It was
time.
like 5 hours.
It was like 6 hours.
I know. But
Because somebody would call her and then she would be on the phone for an hour with one of you guys.
I was
and
faster
then
with other people, but Jenny and I would talk and we'd take breaks and we'd have snacks.
drink a soda, eat
you know,
a gummy frog.
I
That's how it
remember my
worked.
mom did my lashes before my wedding, and I went to bed at like 3 a.m. And then I was so tired.
In my defense, I do every single individual lash.
Yeah.
And they last a really long time. So even though you're there
Mom, you
longer.
did your best, and you were so
Shameless
good.
plug.
In your defense, you don't
She's trying to
even.
get back into the business.
Yeah, I'm like, in your defense, you don't even do it anymore. Who
So, yeah,
cares?
Who cares? Yeah.
No, and let's talk about the prank. The only prank that's ever upset me is when you guys were taking pictures of.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
when I deleted my whole
My mom.
Facebook.
So I
Oh,
used to take my
yes.
mom's phone because I knew her password, and she would leave it around the house. And every time she would leave it, I would take a weird picture of something, and then I would post it. So we had this ongoing thing, and everyone loved her posts, and they
'Cause
all.
she wouldn't post, period.
She never would post.
No, even now, my Instagram, I have like 10 posts, and I think.
And have you seen how funny they are?
8 of them are really old ones that Madison did.
There's still a bunch of the weird ones.
Really dumb. I always think if somebody meets me for the first time, they look it up, they probably just like, well, this lady's crazy. They don't know.
It's so funny.
Back in the day, everyone knew Madison owned my
Yeah, I basically owned her
social
Instagram.
media accounts and just posted weird stuff.
But I posted all her eyelash stuff, and she got so mad because it
Yeah,
was all
you
messy
did.
or something.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
messy.
You got so mad.
And then I deleted my face. Instead of archiving it, I just deleted it. But that was the only time I ever got mad about one of the pranks.
You have to tell everybody about the fish prank.
Oh. And we'll post a picture of this too, although there is
we
a
can
video
link
of
a
it.
vlog of this.
Yeah,
That
there's
would
a
be
vlog.
Seriously, so dumb.
Oh my gosh, it was
Tyler.
so
No,
funny.
my whole house smelled like oil.
Oh, that one?
Oil.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were talking about
It
the
was
one
like
in
toxic,
her house.
toxic like oil. Or
You know
something.
the crazy thing about that is
Plastic,
we had
not
those
oil.
way in advance and let them air out for a long time outside,
Yeah.
but just the concentration. So we
Listen,
literally
we
bought.
commit, Kyler.
They went to Florida. You guys went to Florida,
Hawaii,
love
right?
Hawaii. I thought it was Florida. They went on a family trip. Jenny and I went to their house, and we had thousands of blow up fish. You know, FishFam.
That-
From
yeah.
little fish.
That's when the fish
you
fam
know,
was big.
Little
Yes,
4-inch
that's when we were
fish.
You guys
popping.
were
To the
taking off.
Yeah, to the ginormous whales and huge.
Anything under the sea.
Everything under the sea. We had everything, but
Technically, it
thousands.
should have only been fish since you are the fish fam, but they didn't have any
We
fish
had
that
to
were
have the
big
whales
enough.
and stuff. Yeah.
We
Whales,
also had to have a way to
dolphins,
like
Sharks.
take up
Fill
some
it.
space.
Yes.
And we filled their entire family room, part of their kitchen, the hallways, the entry.
There
You
was
couldn't even
so
walk in there.
many fish. When you
So
walk in, it was like
many.
to the ceiling.
To
and
the
we were
ceiling.
like, what is going on? It smelled like plastic
It
in our
smelled
house.
like plastic really bad, but we did try to air that. Like we let them
Also,
sit out.
get over it.
Get over the plastic
Get
smell.
over
We threw them all
it.
in the backyard and gave them away to
Yeah,
people.
your
It was
girls
really
loved
cute.
it.
So we did this really fun thing where we were good sports. We actually would sign them all and send them to fans. Mm-hmm.
So they weren't
vlogs.
wasted.
Should I
Which
actually?
was really cute.
I loved that.
What?
Sorry, I just got sidetracked when I looked at you looking at me like that, and it made me remember about the prank you two played on me.
What did we do? I can't even remember.
Oh gosh, you can't share that.
Oh, we can't share that one.
What kind of prank was it?
I
The
don't know,
bathroom prank.
Tell
prank.
your deepest, tell
the
your deepest,
bathroom
darkest
prank?
secret.
Oh, we hooked up in your bathroom? Yeah.
Yeah.
That did happen. It wasn't a prank.
It's
We
because
just-
I wanted to have
we
a
just-
funny story to
we just
share at the
felt it.
bonfire.
You had no idea that bonfire conversation was coming.
No, because we had
We
a
just
bonfire
felt
the
it,
week
that's
before.
it.
Remember, we were all saying the weirdest places we've ever hooked up, and
That's
we were
where-
like, we've got to
that's-
make our
That's where
story
Halston
better.
was conceived.
Okay, enough.
You brought it up.
I know, but I just think it's so funny.
Okay.
Because you guys don't really do any like tons of pranks. It's like get on
But
board, guys.
if that was our only prank, then we've really got to try harder.
Yeah, you
We
do.
can try harder. We'll do the
Okay,
more
let's
pranks
talk
that way.
about the other fish
No,
prank.
I don't want those pranks.
Let's talk about the other fish prank. When Jenny was out of town with her family,
Subject, mother-in-law.
Jenny has, yes, I did.
We're
They
still
have,
virgins.
They have 5 children. Come on.
Jenny,
No, we're not.
Jenny has these really beautiful
Yes, we do.
candy dispensers, gumball type of machines, like beautifully lined up in her game room. And so I didn't want to ruin her, so I got another one just like it, and then I waterproofed it on the inside. And I took one of hers out, and then I filled it with goldfish, live goldfish.
Real ones.
Oh, yeah,
That
that was
swimming
good. That was pretty
around.
good,
Not
actually.
the snake, not
That's
the
solid.
snakes, not the snacks, not the goldfish snacks, like
No.
actual
goldfish in
That was
water.
pretty
And then I
funny.
took goldfish snacks and had them coming out of the dispenser on
yeah.
the bottom.
In my
But she could see
house.
me on a Ring camera, so she
What
knew
did I tell
I
ya?
was there doing
What
something.
did I tell ya?
But she didn't
Cover
know
your face.
what.
You should have covered your face. I would have never known it was you.
What did it?
And Vanice's daughter let me in.
Who
Oh
was
yes,
pranked?
Taylor.
Wasn't it Taylor?
I still
Was
haven't
it
gotten Taylor back. Okay, remember the prank I was going to do to Taylor for that?
What
don't
were you gonna
remember.
do?
I totally got it, and I didn't do it, and maybe I'll still do it, but
Oh,
not.
yeah,
I just threw them away. I went and got like 150 keys and keychains and wrote on them, "If lost, call." And then I have Taylor's
Oh my
number.
gosh,
And you drop them
put 'em
everywhere.
So you just
everywhere.
drop them everywhere so that she would keep getting all these phone calls like,
Like,
hey, I found your keys. I found your keys because she let Renee into my house.
That is such a good
I
idea.
strategically did not give Renee the code to my home because I knew stuff like this would happen. And so Taylor had it because she had helped with the dogs, and then she gave it to Renee. So I'm still yet to get Taylor back. It's coming in
Can
some
we get her?
way,
Can we get her
shape,
back
or
and
form.
make a video of some kind? I just really think prank videos are fun.
No, they're the best.
Can we just
Wait,
make one?
let's do
Yes.
for our
Yeah.
next YouTube video a prank video before we move.
Let's do it.
But like real
Meeting our
one,
mark.
but like real pranks, not like those weird YouTube ones.
Should
where
we
it's
do the
like,
key one?
Clickbait. Here's our dumb prank that we don't.
Yeah,
we
stupid
already know
clickbait.
it's a prank, but
Like turn our whole room, our whole house into like a theme park, but then you click on the video and it's like a cardboard box, like going down the stairs.
yeah,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Like not a real.
It's not a real
prank.
prank.
I have a lot of
We
them.
can title it Real Prank.
I think my favorite prank, one of my favorite pranks that I've ever done is to my friend Deborah, Savannah's
that
mom.
one was so funny.
So when the girls were in high school, the Sudises, Savannah's mom, we were there daily. Like Madison was there with Savannah, and Marissa would go see Chantel, and I'd go to see Deborah. But they moved into this house that was a model, and it was furnished. They kept everything that was in it. And so it had hundreds of plants. It had trees and little plants on every shelf and all the furniture. And Deborah kept complaining about it. She's like, oh my gosh, I should probably hire a plant person. I feel like I spend all day watering these plants. So then I got this brilliant idea that every time we came over, we would sneak in a new plant. And we did.
That's good.
We kept bringing
She had
plants
so
and we put them
many.
in little spots. And you guys, I had tears. She would call me and go, I swear they're multiplying. I feel like I'm going crazy.
That's actually a
And
good
I
one.
like have to like put the phone down and run away because I like so couldn't or mute it because I was just dying.
It was the perfect opportunity because she didn't know what plants she had because she moved in with them all there.
They were all there,
Yeah.
and there were so many. And
kept
I
getting
mean, we
confused.
brought probably 50 plants before she noticed. Finally, one day she goes, "Are you bringing plants? You must be bringing plants." And I just like laughed, but the girls would take them, and I would take some. And it was really funny. Especially because it took her so long, and she just kept complaining about it. And then another thing we did is those little crinkle paper
Oh yeah.
bag
have in
fillers.
packages?
Yeah, like if you're
Yeah.
giving a gift bag and they'll have this crinkled up, it looks like kind of confetti-ish paper. I had a big bag of that at my house, blue ones. I just remember the color, but I'd stuff my pockets with them. And every time we'd go over, I'd put them in random places like in the silverware drawer, behind a toilet, like places she wouldn't see them when I was there, like inside the couch cushions.
Always picking them up.
And so then the same thing, I'd be on the phone with her and she goes, I don't know where these stupid little blue things are coming from.
So funny. I love stuff like that.
Me too. I have also switched out a lot of Renee's decorations.
Oh,
You
yes.
have?
Yeah, I have added a lot of things to her decor, generally around each holiday.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And
I didn't know this.
What was the one sign that I put in your house?
Oh, I don't remember
I
what
don't
it
remember. It was
was.
so funny though.
It was funny, and she put it in my bathroom, and it.
Hoping that nobody would see it. But
All right, this is
and
the
then-
time where Madison and
I
Renee
love
can finally talk
pranks.
about the things they don't like about each other. Go.
No,
No,
Kyler,
'cause
you're
there isn't
so
anything.
weird.
It's-
We played
just-
that game
Ready,
one time in my family.
Ready,
Remember
one,
that?
1, 2, 3.
Anything
I
I
love
don't like
everything
about
you.
Renee is what I don't like about myself.
Yeah, that's called
Do you
it.
know what I mean? Like,
That's literally insecurity. That's the definition.
no.
No.
Oh, like most people will get mad
Yeah.
about what they don't like about themselves.
Insecurity is definitely not that. Insecurity is more like they have something I don't have, so no, I'm insecure.
Yeah, this is the same.
No, like we
concept.
have the same terrible traits. Like we don't expect
You're
anything.
both terrible.
We don't expect anything from each other. That's why we work
It
together
works.
so well.
Like she
Right?
doesn't have to call me for 2 months, and
Yeah.
I'm not like, why isn't Jenny calling me? And that same
Yeah.
thing.
But
Well,
I actually
maybe you
think
guys
I've
should
heard you say
switch
that
it if
before.
you think that's a negative trait.
No,
what
sometimes
if you
I say
switch
Jenny
it?
doesn't answer my calls, but Jenny doesn't answer anybody's calls. We already
I don't,
established that.
yeah.
I'm not offended by it. It's just a fact.
Anybody watching, don't take it personal.
There's no emotion in your voice ever. It's like, Jenny's not calling me back.
I do that sometimes.
You just said today when you were like, I want
Like,
Jenny to
oh,
come
Jenny's
to the
so annoying.
podcast.
I'm calling
and
your daughter.
She
That's
goes,
what I did.
Oh yeah, Emerson did
did
send
you
me a
call
text message.
Emerson?
Call Emerson. I knew
Yeah,
she was
she
going to go
said
right
Jenny's not
downstairs.
gonna.
I get a
I'm not-
text.
Jenny's not
Kyler
gonna
called
answer
me.
my call.
He wanted to do some like podcast or something.
Yeah, so Kyler says you call her. She doesn't answer my calls. I said she doesn't answer my calls either. But
Yeah,
I
let's talk
texted her
about
and
that.
she did respond right away.
Well, I
Let's
am
talk
grateful you
about-
guys came on the podcast.
Well, let's talk about that prank. You guys called me an hour ago. Can you come
That
on
is
the
kind of a
podcast?
funny prank.
And you called me on a like 5th day for the hair. It's not washing day.
Okay, guess
You
what?
know how
I'm
that
on like
goes.
day 8, so we could both be dirty
I
hair
like that.
girls.
Well,
Yeah, I can wash it.
I washed my hair at Lifetime in their shower with their weird shampoo and conditioner.
Well, that explains
And
a lot.
so there we have that.
It's
Yeah.
okay, you guys. We're all doing our best. That's all that matters. We're
Listen.
here together. We're pranksters.
Yeah, we are.
We're giving
pranking you all-
everybody
we're
the
pranking
ideas.
you all. We actually all watched
No,
our
but
hair
really,
today.
let's shift gears.
Okay.
Kyler really likes drama, so he's trying to get us to
Yeah,
talk
what do you
about
wanna
something
talk about?
crazy.
Not at all.
Okay.
Not
do you
at
wanna
all.
talk about, Kyler?
Mainly about like legit. I would like to know how you feel about just being left alone. You're not really left alone because you have your best friend.
I have been feeling
Taylor,
sad about it.
But
But she also has her like, I don't know.
I mean,
She's not alone. She has her
Yeah.
whole family here. Her
She's by
sister
herself.
No, you
lives
are
here.
alone.
She has so many
Just
friends.
'cause we moved.
Jenny's the most
I
popular
oh my
person in
gosh,
Daybreak.
That is 100%.
we've been together for like 14
are.
years.
That
though.
is 100%
Have you seen the posters around that
false.
says Jenny from the block?
They're all over, guys.
Yeah, but we've
all
been together
over.
for 14 years. Not
I know.
like as,
So that
as,
part is
as
sad.
families.
I know. I don't.
You haven't been caring lately.
No, I have been carrying, but
Oh.
it's one of those things that it's like, my kids are older, and you just have to do what you got to do,
Word.
and it's like, I get it, like I totally get it. I don't get why Renee left. That one just blows my mind.
I mean,
and I'm
Paul actually
still-
has work there, so he has to like stay.
yeah, but like he could go back and forth like he was.
It was hard. though.
It's sad
Not for
because
Renee.
you guys are besties.
I know. I'm
and you-
totally kidding, and that's actually part of the reason why we moved to Utah was because my husband works
Yeah.
out here and he was commuting so much. So, I also get.
I mean,
that part,
Jenny
but-
moved first. Let's talk about this. Jenny moved away first, and well, that was another prank actually when we got the house.
It was
Oh yeah.
it was inspirationally
we
easier
surprised
to
her.
move because
Yeah.
Jenny was here, because Marissa was here. But now
Also because it was COVID and everything was shut down. You weren't doing anything with anybody or seeing anyone or doing anything. It was easy to
There
move
was a lot
here.
of things. Everybody always asks me, "Why'd you move to Utah?" And I'm always like, "Work, commuting, COVID, and California." Like,
Yeah.
you know, there's so many different things.
And it was so fun, so much fun living by each other, but you can't expect always your
No,
whole
and
life, right?
We are all in like such different phases of life. Like
Yeah.
we said, you're a lot older.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of younger. Just kidding.
what in the hell?
No,
Okay.
but it's true because I
And I'm
feel
in the
like
middle. It's like you've got young kids. I've got
You can't
teenagers.
really move when you
you've
have
got married.
teenagers.
You can't move
Yeah.
right now.
when you have teenagers, you can't
No.
move. You
I
want them to
don't-
be settled.
I also don't want.
I can move because they're little.
I don't have a desire to go back to California either. I can't
Yeah.
say that like Utah is my favorite place on earth. I like it a lot, and I like it a lot more than I thought I would. But I don't yearn for California. I don't miss California.
Second
I,
best.
I definitely miss like my people there, but as far as California goes, I don't totally miss it. And every time I go back to get my hair done, because I still go back every 10 to 12 weeks to get my hair done. That was my one stipulation for leaving. It's been awful weather. So it's like generally you would miss the weather, and people are like, oh, don't you miss the beach? But when I lived in California, I went on adventure vacations. But now that I live in Utah, I go on beach vacations. And I do new beaches. It's like I'm in Mexico more. I'm in Florida. I've been to the Carolinas. And
There
like,
are better beaches.
Southern
Yes,
California
their
beaches
beaches
aren't
aren't
good.
good.
Suck.
They,
You gotta
They
go to
really
the
are the
Gulf.
worst.
They're
Anywhere in the Gulf.
They're actually not the worst. We just went to Italy, and there is not a speck of sand
Okay.
anywhere. That's all rocks and
Well,
cliffs.
oh,
But
really?
did you go to like the south of France? That's
No.
France, not Italy. Just kidding. Did you
Whoa.
like Italy isn't really known for their beaches.
They're not.
known for their pizza
But you
and their
just, Kyler
pasta.
just said they're the
Did
worst
you eat
beaches
some
ever.
pizza, Mom?
I will never
Oh,
eat pizza
okay.
again. I ate
I
pizza
get
for
it.
2 weeks.
You're talking about the worst beaches.
Yeah, Kyler. I was just
There's worse than that,
clarifying
too.
But those people
I just-
probably think California beaches are just beautiful.
But
the weather isn't that great here. You know what I mean?
Well,
It's
the
not
wa-
that great there either, but the
Well,
weather isn't that great here.
I
7
mean-
months of the year. It snowed the first week of May. I mean,
For sure. It's cold here a lot
Yeah.
longer than I would like, and I don't love the cold, but I'm cold in California when it's below 70. So like that was always the joke when I lived there, that I showed up to baseball in my parka and it's like
Word.
68.
Yes,
Do you know
it's
what
true.
I mean? And
Or
here
at the beach in your sweater at bonfires because it's
Yes,
freezing
'cause
at
it's
night.
freezing
It
cold.
is cold.
It's a different type of cold. Here it is cold for a lot longer, but the summers here, you guys, you can't really beat them.
You can't beat the
No,
summers.
no,
and
the
with-
summers are the
They're
best.
the best.
Utah,
best.
Idaho, Wyoming, Montana.
Yeah.
You can't beat the
I'm
weather.
so
And the
Oh.
fall.
happy to be
and
here
the
right
fall
now.
also. Like I like seasons much more than I thought that I would, and I didn't realize that I had a sense of like seasonal depression there. Not in the same sense that people talk about it though.
Yeah.
Where it's just like the same
always.
all the time. Like there's no. I need more excitement.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I don't love the cold.
I do like walking out in February and it's still 70 degrees.
Sometimes.
So there is some benefits. Those are the benefits. It's like February, March. It definitely is better in California, but for the weather.
But then you go to another beach town and it's even better.
Yeah, then you
And
go
the
to
water's
Florida.
warm and, you know. So I just miss my people. I don't miss California per se. And I'm not saying that like, oh my gosh, this is my dream. I love it here so much. I
Yeah.
do like it a lot.
Where would you move if you weren't here?
Oh, that's hard to say. Business, wherever the business is.
Show me the money.
Which is not where right now I probably wouldn't go anywhere because he's like Vegas, Arizona.
Ooh, AZ? What
yeah.
about AZ?
No, I've spent too much time there playing baseball this last little bit. It's like
Vegas? Stripper?
Vegas.
I know you're down with that.
HB Tramp.
HB
Yeah.
Tramp.
So
My
Jenny-
mom
Jenny,
also used to
little
do
history.
pole dancing in
A
our
little history.
garage for Kyler.
A little history for those,
Okay, here's
those
the history.
listeners. Jenny actually was a stripper in Huntington Beach.
Okay.
That was her first job.
This
out
is
of-
false.
out of
Another
college.
prank.
totally false.
And
But can I tell a funny
Very
story?
false.
Can I tell a funny story about that though? So I had this boyfriend in high school who went on a mission. I sent him out as a missionary, and his sister went to college, and then this girl that was in the singles ward who knew Baker. When we first started hanging out, she was telling people that when my boyfriend was gone on a mission, I was selling lap dances in like the local
What?
paper. And I was like,
hey,
wait,
there is
what?
truth.
the-
There's truth
what
to
in the
everything.
world?
So
Like,
That's not true.
Where's the truth?
what? No, there is no truth in this. She was known as a pathological liar.
What's
She
her name?
also, I am not
What's her
saying that
name?
name. I'm not saying her name.
Kyler, you
such
can't do
a
the name
pot
dropping. Gosh.
She did a lot of things. She had like, and maybe she was just being a prankster. I don't know, but she had talked about how she had like messed up with a couple of
That is such a
of our
weird prank,
friends.
though.
I'm just kidding. It wasn't really a prank, but we're talking about a prank show. But
Yeah.
she had talked about like messing up with some of our friends and how they had to like work it out. And then we talked to him and he's like, I've never even been alone in a car with that girl, like let alone done those
What?
things. Like,
No, but for
Maybe
real,
she's insecure and
for
she
real,
feels like she
Renee,
needs
tell
to-
us about your stripper days because we both
Wait,
know.
but can you tell the story
Where your
about how you
child is.
went into the garage and started pole dancing for Kyler?
You guys, it was
Okay.
a dare. It was a dare, and I wasn't really pole dancing. We had a
Show us what you
tether
did.
ball pole in
right
the garage.
now, stand up.
Show us.
Can I
Show
use
me
this
the
mic?
pole.
Can I use
I'll
this
set
mic
one over.
stand?
Oh my
No,
gosh, you're really
just
going to do it.
I am not going
So
to
there
do
was a
it.
tetherball pole in the garage, and my mom had a
I was going out.
refrigerator out there.
I was
with
going out to
drinks.
get drinks, and then Madison said, "I'm going to send Kyler in there for a drink. Just pretend like you're pole dancing on the tetherball thing." And because I'm a good sport, and I thought it would
Scarred
be
me
funny.
For life. I'm
I did it dressed like this, you guys. Like whatever your thoughts are, and this is for those who aren't looking at the video. I'm in jeans and a big fluffy shirt and
Fluffy shirt. Why does the shirt be fluffy?
it's not fluffy.
She just wants everybody to know that she was not, in fact,
But her
in
leg
a
was wrapped
thong
around.
Also,
G-string.
on top of this, Renee's very modest. Like, she's not one that's like talking about that kind of stuff. Or,
No, I am
my gosh,
really
I died.
modest, which is why it was funny and why Kyler can't get over it.
Oh, trust me, I don't think about it.
Except sometimes
I'm
he'll wake
over
up
it.
in the middle of the night and be like, oh my gosh, your mom was pole dancing.
Well, he just brought it up.
I heard he was talking about it in his wildest fantasies with
He
his
was.
friends at the golf course last week.
Madison,
He
should we talk
was.
about your fantasies?
You're so weird.
What?
Anyway,
I could tell you
Just
Madison's
kidding.
fantasies.
That's funny.
A vacation where her husband takes all 5 kids somewhere else.
oh my gosh, that is
and
my fantasy.
she gets to sit in this house or
Yes.
whatever house she lives in any town,
Just
anywhere.
empty, have it all
Empty,
clean.
and gets to choose
You know,
what she wants to do.
I would love for us to live in one house that looks all the way decorated
Yeah, I know,
and
it's
no
hard.
construction, and there's not hoarder corners everywhere. Like
Never
just
happening.
one time.
Well, I got a question for you.
Never
Have you
happening.
seen every single house we lived in?
You have
Hey.
5 children.
Yeah.
They're all very young.
Don't be hard on yourself. Your
and
house is
also,
beautiful.
you guys want to change everything all the time.
Well, that's what I mean.
I know.
If I could pinpoint the thing, it's because of the line of work you're in. Like, for example, the room we're in right now is a podcast room. There's lots of equipment. But
Look at this
also,
room. It's just a podcast.
you get everything in the mail, like heaps
PR
and heaps. You guys
packages.
get 20, 30, 40 boxes a day sometimes.
How do
of
you guys not have a
packages.
P.O. box yet?
we
we
used
did,
to,
and
and
it
it
was
was
a
so
nightmare.
overflowing that we just decided
It was a nightmare.
yeah, we'd go pick it up like once a month because we would forget, and it was like crazy.
Okay, well, you could set a reminder and go a little more often.
Yeah.
And then keep it out of the house. And then
That's true.
prevent
But
the
it's a
problem.
constant flow of
Listen, 5 little kids
giving
under 7
things
is really
away
interesting.
and
I'm
having
sure we'll be
things
out of
come
this phase here
in
soon.
and
For sure.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah,
be out of
well,
the phase
Jenny
here
did
soon.
help us decorate our first house really cute, but then the
Remember
other
that?
rooms were just so many boxes and junk.
It's hard when you have young kids. You kind of just have to say, like, this is it. This is our life.
This is the
Embrace
season.
it. And then
Yeah.
you get teenagers and your house stays a little bit cleaner. But if they're teenagers that have friends over, then it's just like constant trash and fluffing a
Yes.
couch. Like every day, all day. Really? You guys just walked out of here and then you walk
left the
into that
couch?
room, you clean up all the cans, and then you go to the room that they're in, and then they walk out, and then you're cleaning up all the plates. It's like,
Let's talk
It's
about
never-ending.
young adulthood really quick, just because, young
Yeah.
adulthood is coming up. These kids are getting like little minds and attitudes, and
I know.
it's starting.
I
It's-
have 3 teenagers on Wednesday.
yeah,
My youngest is a teenager on
my
Wednesday.
God.
that's wild. I can't believe.
Wow.
Any
wild.
advice for us?
Can't believe it.
Oh, little kids, little problems, big kids, big problems.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like oh, you're going to miss this. I don't miss little kids
Oh, no,
yet.
me neither.
I just don't. I've loved every phase besides newborns. And while I was in it, I liked it a lot and I loved it. But like, as every phase has passed, I like the next phase more.
That's kind of how I've been
that
feeling
makes
too.
sense.
You
And
never want to
then-
go back.
I feel like by the time I yearn for those little kids again, I'll be a grandma.
Yeah,
and so
that's
I won't
true.
yearn for it because I'll have an even better setup where I get to love on that little
And
baby
it-
and then send it back.
and it
Yeah.
comes quickly. Trust
you know?
me.
Oh yeah.
So
I remember begging for grandchildren, and all of a sudden,
How many do you have now, Mom?
I have 9, 8 and under.
So
and,
do-
and one on the way. Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah, Mackenzie's
you can say whatever you want.
Madison,
I'm
congratulations.
Madison's
Mackenzie's
pregnant,
having
yes.
another baby.
Finally, a
I'm so
title
That's
for
your,
it.
okay, that's your
Find our
guys'
title.
favorite. That is your guys' favorite prank to play on everybody.
Getting
Yeah.
pregnant every second.
Hey, you know what? It
Oh,
worked.
in church when they were teenagers, they would tell everyone that I was pregnant.
Yeah.
I'd get people congratulating me all the time. As a matter of fact, she just did something to Mark and Drew yesterday. That was the worst prank.
Yes, Mark
Another
proposed to
one?
Drew at the girls' birthday
Oh, yeah,
party
yeah,
with
yeah.
a blow-up ring, and I sent
As
it to
Ken,
the whole
as
group
Ken to
chat.
Barbie, though. He's like,
Sent to a
Barbie,
group-
I'm
and
the
sent to a group
only
chat with a
Ken
bunch
for
of our
you.
friends.
Yeah.
Their
Renee was telling me
family.
yesterday when
It
we
was
went to
all of
dinner.
their family members, like aunts and then like
Uncles
friends and like business associates
Yes,
and everything with
and
their
they
parents. And
some of them
You even
believed
went
it,
for
and they
the
were
business
congratulating.
associates?
Yes, it was like the
Business.
dad's
Good job,
best
Lily.
friends and stuff, and he was sending personal messages to the dad, congratulating them, and sending personal things to all of them. And I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad
Well,
because
the
I
dumbest part is they believed you because it was a flipping blow up pool ring. Like, who
Listen,
does that?
saying
well, if you didn't really fully listen to it. And
Because
you're
they were
just kind
busy.
of watching it and you're busy. I could see it because Mark gets down on one knee and Drew acts all excited, but he
So
said
if
like,
the thumbnail is him proposing and then the message is congratulations to Drew and Mark, we're so happy for
Yeah.
you. I could understand
you
why
can,
people
but if
might
you
believe
actually
that.
watched it, it's like,
I
Barbie,
love
I'm
Drew.
the only Ken for
I love
you.
Drew
And
too.
I
she-
love Drew.
Will you
love
marry
Drew.
me, Barbie? And she's like, sure, Ken.
Renee, do you approve of Drew?
Oh my gosh, yes.
She's like
I
the
love
best
her.
person
I couldn't
ever.
pick anybody better for Mark or our family.
That's-
So I'm
Drew
very
is like
excited.
one of my favorite people.
No,
It's
Mark
really
Ma-
nice to hear.
Mark McCubbins. Can't wait.
Mark McCubbins.
We
Drew
love
Bontempo.
actually love her whole family. I love her parents, her siblings, her cousins have even hung out at my house. I love them. So,
So
we're very
cute.
excited about
So, and
having
then we have her,
them as our
our
family.
Mason's getting married too.
Mason just
So-
got engaged to Hannah, and we love Hannah.
Still can't get over
Hannah's
that.
already felt like part of the family. They've been dating for a really long time.
Yeah.
I mean, she's nannied for two of you. She's
Yes.
lived with multiple of you.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she's
We
been
love
in
her.
for a long time.
She's already just part of the family.
It was
They're
one
just
hell
gonna
of a
make it
one hell of a roller coaster.
They're
but
gonna
hey,
make
we're
it
here.
they're gonna make it
It
official.
was a really cute proposal.
Yeah,
I
on
just
the
saw
hot
it
air
on the
balloon.
hot air balloon.
air
And my favorite was
balloon.
when Mason like goes to grab it and his face is like, it's not the right time. And then he like doesn't grab it out of his jacket and then she turns so then he
So
grabs it again.
cute.
It was like
Cute.
seeing Mason so vulnerable like that
It
is
was
just
really sweet.
one of my favorites because
And-
he's always such a hard A.
I know, right?
Yeah.
He's been more emotional. Like I feel like for a while I wasn't really close to him, but like he all of a sudden got like this emotional where he was sending us all little gifts and he wanted to talk to everybody and it like something clicked or changed and I was like, oh my gosh,
The gift he got the
this
girls
is the
for their
sweetest Mason
birthday?
ever. Yes, he got the girls a vintage Barbie for their birthday.
From
Went to a vintage
1997,
store.
that was just beautiful,
So
like a
cute.
collector's store. It's like
Yeah.
a collector's
He's really
Barbie.
sensitive, so he'll
It's
get
really, really cute.
He'll say
and
something really
bracelets.
stupid and then get derailed. Like he'll derail and then he'll come back on the rails. And say, dude, I'm so sorry that I said that. Like I don't say that kind of stuff usually. I'll just say
He
it.
still hasn't apologized to
Oh.
Baker. To Baker for all the things he used to say about him.
Oh,
he used to
I'll
say
make sure to
stuff?
call. He probably just
Major
forgot about that.
Mason.
I'm just mainly about his Prius, but no, I'm totally
Baker
kidding.
had a Prius.
Two. Baker had two.
He did.
Yeah. And when we're not on the podcast,
That's embarrassing.
ask
We used to
I'm
have
gonna
a
call
royal
Baker.
blue
He-
Honda. I mean, what did we used
Oh
to have?
yeah,
A
let's
royal
talk
blue
about
Ford
embarrassing that
Explorer.
Ford
It was for-
Explorer
it was like a
Fish Fam
promotional vehicle. That's
Blue.
what it was.
For the fish fam.
It was a
like
promotional
water.
wrapped
vehicle.
in Fish Fam.
It was a promotional vehicle for the business.
I never would
Listen.
drive it. Only Kyler would drive it. I was like, I am not driving that car now, but you can drive it.
I will be honest. I look back on the times that I dyed my hair blonde and like the car and stuff. I just go, what the hell was I thinking? Like, what was I thinking?
I don't know.
I'll tell you
Those
what you were
phases of
thinking.
life.
Clicks. Clicks.
No, to be honest with you, I wasn't thinking clicks back then. Actually,
Followers.
no, the hair. No, I just made a decision one day. When Madison was getting her hair done, and I was like,
I
The
can
hair
do that
turned
too.
orange after a week. It was orange, not blonde, and it was
yeah.
pretty bad.
It's hard. It's
Did
hard
you
for you guys
Did
that
you see
are
Uncle
blonde
Brad's
to go
hair? Did
blonde.
I send that to you?
what do you do?
My cousin's daughter just got married in Italy. That's why we went there. And this is literally like a father of the bride thing. The night before, he decides to dye his hair because he's getting a little gray. But anyway, so
Oh no.
literally like turned the brightest orange you've ever
What?
seen. Like just and
Was
burgundy.
he trying to do blonde?
No, he just bought the wrong color. And so anyway, and he didn't leave it in long enough or something. Then they had to strip it and it was burgundy and white and orange. And my cousin sent me pictures. It was the night we were all traveling to Italy together in the morning. She's like, I got to fix this. Anyway, they fixed it. But I was just
The
crying
wedding?
tears because it's like 9:00 at night and he's going to his daughter's wedding. It's like straight out of the father of the bride.
Stop.
Can we dye his hair brown one day or black?
Dad?
Would he go-
Paul's?
would he
Oh,
go
no,
out?
yeah, we're not talking about Paul, but
Oh,
my
Paul.
husband. I'm talking about the father of the bride, Brad.
He
Oh,
won't.
my
My
bad.
mom
My
tried
BAD.
dyeing his hair once. He turned purple.
Well, it turned purple because he wasn't patient. He didn't want to do
He
it. We
didn't-
kind of forced him.
You might have
and then
overtoned
he
it also.
Rinsed
Probably.
it out too soon.
It was the first
Wait,
time
Jenny, you're
Dad
brown
was
hair?
like, I'm not going to church.
I'm like a dirty blonde. I was a towhead growing up. Dirty blonde.
You're
Mine's
brown.
dark brown.
Dark brown?
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Isn't
Because
that
I only
weird?
know you as blonde. It's so weird to me.
I like
she
being
was
blonde.
I feel like
as a
she had brown when you guys
blonde
went
is a-
together
One time,
at some
yeah.
point.
Yeah, we
she
had
it
point.
all the way
Yeah.
around. Yeah.
she
But I
was
don't-
blonde as a child.
That's
I
how
was
our
blonde
kids
as
are.
a
They're
child.
blonde and they'll probably turn brown.
Yeah.
They'll all
My
have
girls
dark
are really mad because right now they are starting to darken up a little bit, and I won't let them dye their hair. Like, once you start, you can't
It's
stop.
just damaging.
My oldest daughter has like the thickest hair. I'm like, that will cost $500.
Did you get the text
Every-
message I sent you? That
I
product?
did, thank you. But like, I'm not gonna pay $500 every 12 weeks for
Yes.
you. Like,
the
your
best
hair's
little side.
beautiful.
Like, when you get
look
older,
at
you
it.
wanna pay for that with your money,
And
yeah.
also, just don't start. It's too hard to stop. I've had every hair color. Red. Baker and I actually met.
You had red hair?
Yeah, I had fire engine red hair, black, brown. I've had like some yellow, orange. I used to manage a hair salon, so
I did
Just
not
let her
know
go
that.
at it, yeah.
I've always kind of stayed. I've always just wanted to be blonde my whole life, and then I sometimes went brunette twice.
Yeah.
But
Well,
not
have-
for my decision. It's for
Have fun
acting
right
all.
now because as soon as the gray comes,
I won't get gray.
I got gray.
you won't get
Me
gray.
neither.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
Me neither, Mom.
some people are so lucky. Well, I
We're-
didn't.
we're
I,
joking.
but there are some people who don't
Some
get
people
gray.
don't. So our neighbor across the street, she doesn't have any gray hair at all, and she's older. Kyler, what's your biggest fantasy?
You don't want to know.
I don't actually. You're
No,
right.
can you guys do that later?
Well,
We
I'm
already
just
have.
trying to put him on the spot to make him feel embarrassed because he keeps
Just
trying
so
to
you know,
make all
I
of
never
us
feel embarrassed. Go.
Okay, how about this? What
Okay, let's
is
ask
the
him any
worst? What is your favorite prank that anybody's ever played on you?
I don't really. I can't
People
think of
don't
any.
prank him because he's a bad sport.
I am.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm one
You
of
just
those-
you
I'm
just-
one of those
awkward.
you
people
just
you're talking
complained
about.
about the
Yeah.
fish thing. Oh, that
This
was
is
terrible.
awkward.
My whole house smelled like plastic.
No, it was cool.
this is awkward.
It was funny.
Oh,
Not really.
another really great prank
We're not
that
gonna
was
break-
played on me. No, we are. We are. So
We have to end. It's
I am a
56.
Dr. Pepper lover. And one year
Kyler did this.
on my, he's a pranker. He's a pranker. So one year on my birthday,
Okay, that's hurting people's ears.
I hear this. Kyler,
Backing up
and cut.
reverse
So I hear this like reverse
like a
and
truck.
some music really loud and a honk. And I come out and Kyler and Renee and
me.
Madison had shown up with 24 cases of Dr. Pepper.
like the Costco cases.
The Costco size cases, not the 12 pack,
Why
not
24?
the 24 pack.
That was all they had.
That was
Oh.
all
Well,
they
and you were
had.
turning 24.
Yeah.
Because now
Yeah.
she's 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we
So,
bought all of them.
They
that
bought everything
had.
that they had. It lasted me for over a year because I did not have the heart to tell them at the time that I'd stopped drinking Dr. Pepper. And
And so they sat in her downstairs forever.
Yeah.
I'm talking about downstairs in her house.
yeah, in my basement. But again, it's that teenage era. So most of them got drank. And then the next year they came with less. And those ones all did get
We
totally
did it
used up.
again after you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
the
did it
next year.
twice.
So, but I
We
didn't
did?
tell
We
you
couldn't think
guys.
of any other
We
better
did it twice.
presents than that.
Yeah, I
Whose
know.
idea was this?
Probably mine.
It was
It's
Kyler's.
okay.
I can't think of anything else.
Totally okay.
But she likes
Now I
Dr. Pepper,
actually
think.
feel bad now that it's put into
But
perspective.
remember that day I was wearing that sweat set that looked like a Dr. Pepper can?
Yes,
It
we're
was
gonna-
like
yeah.
the same color.
We're gonna find that picture and
Okay,
add that to
we'll
this
find that
too.
picture also. So many pictures.
Did you remember all the pictures they were?
I'll
Okay,
remember,
well,
we'll
we probably
remember.
should end this.
Why?
No, we
Oh,
can keep
Kyler
going.
just said we were past the time.
No,
Oh,
we're
there's a
good.
time
There's a
limit to
there's
these.
a
I mean, we
time
usually
limit.
go a certain amount, but that's okay. Go ahead, girls.
What are the
we wanna
people?
talk about?
What do the people like? Do you
We
like
can get
48
deep.
minutes or do
Can
you
we
like?
share like a sweet, nice story? Because when Paul was on, everyone was commenting, "Your dad's the nicest guy ever," and I'm like, "Oh, I have a lot
And
to
now
live
everyone's
up
going
to."
to be like,
And
your mom is so rude, all these pranks
Yeah,
she does
let's-
on everybody.
Should we talk about stuff?
Nice stuff?
Oh, never mind.
She's trying to do nice stuff.
Oh,
What would you like the people to know about you, Renee?
talk about
I'll
your.
tell about my mom.
Aw.
My mom, besides the
fishing for
fact that she's
compliments.
so sweet with her blue eyes and her contagious smile,
And she can swim for 72 minutes straight.
she can swim. We're gonna tell all her qualities. My mom swims 2 miles every morning. Her
Yes.
brother was a really good swimmer, and her niece, and so she is too. It kind of runs in
And
the
she's
family.
insecure about
No,
it.
it's insecurity. She wanted
She's
to be an
insecure
Olympic.
about it, so
Yeah.
now she
Yeah,
swims.
now she's swimming.
Is that the truth, Mom? Were
Insecure
you
that
jealous?
I'm not. No, not at all.
She wanted to own a swim studio so bad.
This isn't helping. We're trying to say something nice, and now she's insecure.
I'm very proud of my brother and my dad and my niece. race. They're all like super athletes. My dad's always been a super athlete. He was a pro golfer and he's done every sport. Anyway, my brother has always been a really good swimmer. I was a runner. Now I'm old and my knees hurt, and so I picked up swimming because we live by a pool.
We're actually not
Jenny,
supposed to do.
we don't need. We already know the statistic.
Do you know what I really want to do a podcast on next?
We're not supposed to run after 40 anyways. We don't do,
Wait,
you
listen.
don't do
Well, you
cardio
can do
after
anything
40.
that you've been doing your whole
No,
life.
you can't. Your body changes, your cortisol levels go up. You're actually producing more cortisol, which is making you hold on to weight. Come on, Renee.
Mom.
Well, swimming has some resistance
Walk
to it.
uphill.
I'm
Wait, so
gonna
she's
swim.
not supposed to do
Everybody
swimming
knows.
either? That counts
You
as
just
cardio?
need to do.
Don't
You
you
need to do
know?
weightlifting too to
Swimming's
build muscle.
different because swimming is actually calming. It doesn't make you stressed out. It doesn't.
What about Pilates?
Running doesn't make
Yeah,
me
you can
stressed. I
always do
love it.
Pilates.
Should we do Pilates together in San Clemente?
Oh. Let's do
California
Pilates and San
Jenny,
Clemente.
your assignment is every 8
Jenny.
weeks when you come get your hair done. That's never going to turn gray.
Pilates.
When you come get your hair done every 8 to 10 weeks,
10 to 12.
10 to 12 weeks.
Make sure
You
that-
In
have
all
to
reality,
come
we
and
probably
do a
won't be
Pilates
there
class.
forever. It's really just for us to.
I think
to
COVID
run for
round
another
2 is
5
coming.
No. It's really for us to run for another 5 or 10 years, and then we might be back here or Nashville or somewhere cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so you just said Nashville, so I want to tell you what
Yes.
I originally was in a different outfit, and what I had on was a Nashville shirt and a Salt Lake shirt and a Huntington Servant
You were gonna
Sports
take 'em all off?
sweatshirt, and then every 15 minutes I was gonna
Jenny!
take one off to be like, oh, now where are we moving? Oh, now where do we wish we were moving?
Wait,
Oh,
that
look
would
at
have
this,
been
where do
so
we-
funny. You know, I love that were thinking of outfit ideas for the podcast.
well,
I was
we
going
were
to do that
talking
at your
about-
Taylor Swift party. I was going to go in and change into a new Taylor
So
Swift outfit
great.
every 10 minutes,
So I wish you would have done that.
but I didn't.
I can't do that because nobody's returned my Taylor Swift outfits.
I'm really sorry. It's because I need to dry clean
Here's
it.
a little piece of information for you
It's
for
in-
the future. If you ever loan anything to Madison, you will never see it again. Just
Here's
for
another-
everybody on the
here
podcast
is
that's
That's not
listening.
true
thing.
I
because
haven't told
Madison
him that.
just said it to me
I am
yesterday.
just
She said I
kidding
need
But
because
did
I
you know
know
it's kept
how
me up at
concerned
night?
you are about
I've
it.
been so
I
concerned.
know.
It's
And you
caused
don't
me
need
so
to
much
be.
anxiety.
It was like a $15 Amazon
But
dress.
I'm trying to
and the
figure out how to
purple coat
wash
was
it without
whatever.
ruining it. So I was
Don't
going to wash
sweat
it on
it.
hand
Don't even
wash.
Just so you know, I
Stupid.
didn't wash it before I gave it to you.
That's fine, but
That's
I'm
disgusting,
gonna
actually.
just
Whatever,
wash
we
it
don't
on
care.
hand wash, hang it dry, bring it over tonight.
Wait, really quick, can we just talk about Jenny's parties? Because Jenny throws these theme parties.
They're the best ever.
What the heck?
It's really fun though.
What a transition.
Jenny, I heard
Yeah,
that there
because
was
we're
a
talking
storm
about the Taylor Swift
at your
outfit.
fundraiser.
Oh my gosh.
Remember the
That
time
made
that
me
we
feel
got.
so sad.
Remember one of the time at Jenny's parties where you dressed up as a pinata and you got owned by.
Oh,
You
canceled.
didn't.
Noggin?
You
Canceled.
did.
You got canceled.
Well, I'm the one who wore the
She-
pinata outfit.
she
to
wore
her
a pinata.
fiesta because you have to dress like the theme.
So
and it was a fiesta.
every year I do a favorite things party, and there's always a theme, and it is heavily encouraged that you dress according to the theme. So it was that my first year here? Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
My first Utah favorite things party. It was a Feliz Navidad theme, and Renee wins the costume contest every day. I just need to every year. There has not been a year that Renee has not gone all in, balls to the wall, to every theme I've ever had. She always wins. She always wins.
It's always
So
something
she-
really stupid.
Yeah, and so she showed up as a
Really,
Pinata, a donkey pinata.
Large pinata.
and it was so funny.
I was dropping candy everywhere.
Yeah, dropping candy everywhere. Madison was like storying it, and then
Then everyone got really mad because I didn't know that it was.
What do they call it? They
Culturally-
call it,
Cultural appropriation.
appropriation.
Appropriate.
But I need to say this. I do not, first of all, if you're going to be mad at somebody, be mad at Amazon for selling it or like the company for
All the
producing
costume
it.
They're
They're all costumes.
it was at every costume place.
And it-
I was like, well, it can't be bad.
Just really felt-
it's just
Well,
funny.
here's
It's
how
an-
I feel
it's an
sometimes.
that
inanimate
particular channel,
object.
that particular channel
Yeah.
that you had a hard time with has 2 shows that are heavily Fiesta influenced. And I felt like, how is that okay?
Well, and a lot of people, because I think we talked about this a little bit, and I think people were messaging and saying that they weren't offended. I think a lot of the times what happens is people think the culture's going to get offended, but majority of people in the cultures are not getting offended.
It
People
was
actually
one
like
person on
when
the
you love their
marketing team.
culture.
One person on the marketing team who is a complete jackass. Anyways, we won't go there.
But yeah, my parties are
They're
really, really fun.
Jenny goes all
And
out.
Last year was a big Taylor Swift year for me, so I had a Taylor Swift theme, and Renee won again.
Wow.
That was so good, Mom.
Yeah.
She's always good
Madison
at
almost
the
didn't
concerts.
come because she was so stressed about not having something, and I was like, "Who cares?"
I
Just
know. I see.
come
I
anyways.
procrastinate, and then
What's
I'm
that?
like, remember, I didn't have an outfit, and I was like, I can't go. I have nothing to wear. And you're like, just wear anything.
I was up for 2 days making an outfit.
Yeah.
That didn't work out, and so
Really?
that was my backup outfit that I wore.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I had found this comforter, and I cut it out so that it could be like the premiere of her movie, like that blue one. It was so amazing. Lee was helping me with it, and it just did not turn out. It was one of my fails. I don't have a lot of fails. That one was one of them. Only because
Whoa,
this
she's
is
so
the reason
good.
why.
She doesn't.
Okay,
Jenny
but this
is so
the
talented.
reason why I don't
Whoa.
have fails is because I do it over and over again until I get it right. So I don't usually give up, is what I should say. I gave
Yeah.
up on that one because I just didn't. I ran out of time.
Well, and she puts the time in. We put the time in for all the things we've done
Yeah.
together. Well, we'd stay up all night at a church building
I
decorating.
shouldn't say
for our
that. Not
Christmas
that I don't
party.
have fails. I fail all the time. But I don't generally give up on something I'm committed to project-wise.
At
And
least
so-
you guys can do the projects. Once the projects get started and they're halfway done, I usually can come in and go, whoa, this is fun. Let me jump in, and then I can help. But I'm not very good at like the start. Like I have been having so much anxiety all day because we're trying to decorate the girls' new rooms in our new house. And I can't, there's too many options of styles and my brain is hurting and I want someone else to just tell me what to do and I just want to push order.
Which is really odd because that's not your energy type.
I know, right?
I know. Podcast
So
for another
I
day.
think we want to do another podcast where Jenny talks about human design.
Oh.
Well, is it because
That's really cool.
Kyler's against
But
it.
you know what's funny?
I'm not against it. I think you're actually pretty spot on a couple things that we've talked about. You know, when it comes to manifestation and stuff like that, I am 100% a manifester. The weirdest thing. The weirdest thing. I've always had this little gift my whole life. Madison notices it all the time. It's really cool.
But
And
that's
it's fun that
different.
you nailed it.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not different. It's the same.
Oh, where you know someone's about to call you?
No, it's just manifestation is like
There's lots of different aspects of it.
yeah, but anyways,
But aren't I a manifester?
You're a manifester.
I don't
Oh, yeah.
remember
Totally.
what I am, but it doesn't matter because it can never be
We don't
perfect.
know what you are because I'll tell you why. You do not know what time you were born, and we called the hospital
Together.
and-
She was with me.
together, we called the hospital to get
No
your birth
records?
records.
Yeah.
and they're so
They-
old they can't find them.
No,
It's
close.
so sad.
Close.
Yes, it is.
They
Actually,
had
that's
a
kinda true.
flood. They actually had a flood in the
Records department.
records department, and everything on the bottom floor was ruined in the flood, and that happened to be the year that she was born.
You don't
and,
exist.
and it had just happened like 2 weeks before we called.
Yeah.
They're like, it just
So we don't
happened.
have like her real true
And
time.
no one that's alive in my
mom?
family remembers when I was born.
That's crazy.
Anyways.
Like a time. You have to have a
Sad.
time.
But we can't talk about that now. There's too much to talk about. We don't have enough time for
So
that.
I do feel like I think why I have such a hard time is because I know that I can create things so well. It's not like it's nothing good enough in a way. It's like it bugs me. It's like I want everything to be so perfect and so over the top and so
But
right.
but what's perfect and to whom and what and
To me,
whose
like I
view.
have like such a
But
specific
like your perfect
thought.
would be totally different than my perfect, which would be totally different than Renee's perfect.
I know.
I
And
already-
that's why I can't get started
So-
because
I
I have
already
a thought in my
picked
head.
something for her.
She did, and it wasn't good enough. Like it's halfway good. It's like okay, yes, I like that
Renee,
vibe,
you're
but
not good enough.
no, it's good.
From
We
the
were-
mouths of babes.
We were like the Love Shack fancy stuff that they have at Pottery Barn right now, but I also love the style of like that vintage like farmhouse cottage floral. You know how they're mixing? What is the style? I don't know what it's called. It's like you mix like the plaid with the floral wallpaper with the
Ugly. It's called ugly.
No, it's so cute. You should see my pins. It's so
I'm
cute.
just kidding.
I like the Love Shack fancy Serena Lily combinations with the stripes and the flowers, kind of coastal.
Yeah,
It'll be
it's
really
beautiful.
perfect in
It's
your
all
house.
cute. Everything you've ever
But
done is always been
everything
cute.
all blue in one room and all pink, or
The
I mix
rooms
the
are
colors.
small.
Can I tell you what your problem is right now? You're overthinking everything.
Yep.
And none of us are supposed to be thinking about anything.
You shouldn't be thinking about anything until you get into
Really?
your house.
What are we supposed to be thinking about?
You're not thinking. You're just making choices. What are you drawn to? What is coming at you? And
But there's too many options. So I go on their site and I'm like, I like that wallpaper. No, I like that wallpaper.
you just
no, I like
pick
that pillow.
one.
No, I like that wallpaper.
Pick one thing and work off of that.
But sometimes I want to pick it from the rug because the rugs are so cute, but then it clashes
Then
with
do
the
that.
wallpapers.
Pick the
But I
thing
can't
that's
decide which one I like better.
Pick the thing that's the hardest,
And
like
there's
the
so
one that there's the
many-
least amount of choices. Then pick the rug and work from there.
This is so cute.
And when
guys.
all else fails,
you guys talk about this.
when
in
all else
your
fails,
own
just
time.
prank somebody.
Just prank
When
Should I
all
just do
else
a really
fails,
bad room and prank them?
See how
prank 'em.
see what good friends we are. We
Yeah.
could stay here and do this all day.
all day long.
Okay, well, you guys will have to see how the room comes together later on.
Can't wait. Cannot wait.
Okay. Oh, yes. I need to end the vlog.
We're getting.
It's not a vlog. It's a
Wrap it
podcast,
up.
But it's all right.
Okay.
You've been doing vlogging for 10 years. So you're
Thank
used to
you,
saying that.
everybody, for listening in on
This
this
was
amazing podcast. Thanks, Jenny.
It was
and-
okay.
And Ener Wiener for being
Just
here. Oh, Jenny
it.
Box Slice.
No, nice. Snice box. No, Snice box.
You have a new name for
Jenny's
it.
Snice box.
You are box slice always now.
Jenny's Snice box.
Signing
Jenny's
out.
Snice box.
Nice box.
Signing
Which
out.
stands for
Jen Box
vagina,
Slice.
if any of you didn't catch it in the beginning.
Okay. We'll see you on the next podcast. Goodbye.
Bye.